Sonic Adventure 2 gets player count spike. So I seen this article and it's a little bit older, but I still wanted to go over it just because I have been doing some of the Sonic videos lately, especially like I did with Sonic Adventure 2, kind of getting an Unreal Engine remake design for it, which I thought was awesome. And also with Sonic the Hedgehog 3 coming out and everything like that, I was able to actually watch it in theaters. I took some of my family members to see it, some of the younger ones, and we all loved it. We thought it was a good movie. Really loved that Shadow was in it. Thought Keanu Reeves did a great job as Shadow. I thought his voice acting was phenomenal in it. Really good. And the storyline, it's not the greatest. You know what I mean? It is a Sonic movie. It is a kids film, so it's not going to be something that's going to like blow your mind or anything like that. But as far as like a family friendly movie and a franchise that I've grown up with, it was awesome to see some more characters be brought into the light when it comes down to the Sonic movie. So I thought that was really cool. So as per usual, I'm gonna go ahead and go over this article, give my thoughts on the fact that Sonic Adventure 2 is able to get a spike in the Steam numbers, which I thought was awesome, especially because I love Sonic Adventure 2 so much. That was one of my favorite games to play back in the day. So per usual, go ahead and go over the information and give my thoughts as we go along. So Sonic Adventure 2 may have come out in 2001, but that hasn't stopped players from flocking to it after the premiere of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. The live action film franchise was something of a surprise hit, seeing a decent amount of success despite a long history of video game movies struggling to live up to their source material. Publicity around the latest Sonic movie was enough to drive the fans back to a 20-year-old title. And that's really one of the things I thought was so cool, especially considering that I did the video the other day in regards to Sonic Superstars, I think it was, where the CEO of Sega was a little bit disappointed in the sales numbers, especially because of the fact that the movie was coming out, so they wanted to capitalize on the fact that with the movies coming out, there is going to be a lot of hype, so it is a great time to be able to get more fans into the video games as well, which is a really smart idea that they were able to know about, but unfortunately that wasn't the case with the game itself. But the fact that it was able to boost the numbers for Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I'm sorry, Sonic Adventure 2, kind of just shows that it's in that same vein, and it does really work that way in that regard. So video game movie adaptations may be breaking their year-old curse thanks to the entries like the Sonic franchise and the Super Mario Bros. Movie. The former was performed so well that Paramount confirmed Sonic the Hedgehog 4 before the third film even debuted. That wasn't the only effect the movie had, though, as fans are also turning to the games as the nostalgia wave reaches new heights. And that was one of the cool things. I was a little bit happy that I didn't find out until after I watched Sonic Adventure, or I'm sorry, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, was the fact that they are going to be coming out with a fourth film, because they do kind of give a little bit of a teaser in the film itself. So I didn't know that. So going in, it was one of those situations where I was kind of like, oh, what's going to happen? Is this going to be it? Or are they just going to be doing a trilogy of it? But no, they are going to come out with a fourth film, and they do have what I consider it was a great teaser to kind of get fans excited to see what was going to be coming next. And so yeah, I thought that was really cool. And then, as reported by the Gamer, Sonic Adventure 2 broke its concurrent player count record in Steam in December of 2024 with 1,061 players. While just over 1,000 players may not be much by today's standards, it's worth considering that the game was initially released more than 20 years ago and has been on Steam for 12 years. These figures also come after Sonic Adventure 2 was delisted on Steam in Germany and Italy, leaving it with a smaller audience. Sonic movie has been good news for the games. And that's one of the things that I remember, just being able to play Sonic Adventure 2 and just having a lot of fun with just the gameplay itself. But one of the things as well was the Chow world and like the Chow garden and everything like that. Being able to kind of get your Chows, kind of work them so you can kind of boost them up, like give them like stats and everything like that, and then kind of have them battle each other in like the little, it's almost like a little sumo match kind of a thing that they have, which I thought was so funny. I used to have a lot of fun doing that, and I thought it was so cool. So the fact that this is getting a boost in Steam numbers, I think is really awesome to hear, and it's just one of those things that it makes me happy because, like I say, I've played these games so much when I was younger, so I thought that was awesome. And then the movie franchise has been beneficial for the Sonic games outside of Sonic Adventure 2's player count too. Sega released the movie tie-in DLC for Sonic X Shadow's Generations, and the mobile Sonic Dream Team added Shadow as a playable character to celebrate the third film's installment. In an era where Sonic games have often fallen flat compared to their beloved predecessors, the extra promotion has helped the series climb back to the mainstream, which is so cool because I love Sonic. I think it's a great character, and it's so cool that we're able to see see a lot more kids coming out and really enjoying it, because that was one of the things with the Sonic movies was that there was a lot of kids there, which is so awesome because it's one of those things. The next generation of children are really going to enjoy this character and be happy to see him on the big screen, as well as be able to go back and play the games. So Paramount Plus spin-off show Knuckles has also been good news for the brand. The show was one of just 4 Game Award nominations for Sonic in the franchise's history. The second movie accounts for another one of those 4, meaning half the nominations that Sonic has ever received have come not from the games that started the series, but its film and TV adaptations. How long Sonic Adventure 2 players counts will remain high, and if a fourth movie will have similar impact on the games is yet to be seen. For now, though, it's a good time to be a Sonic fan, and an even better time to be Sega. So, I mean, once the fourth film does come out, I'm not too sure that it's really going to have as much of an impact on, let's say, Sonic Adventure 2, just because Sonic Adventure 2, I think it's one of those things that's where kind of Shadow is brought in. So I think that's one of the main reasons why it's so hyped up right now and the player count has gone up as high as it has, because it has that connection to Shadow, which is, for the third film since they brought him in. But as far as the next series goes, I don't know if it's going to have that much of an impact as well, just because I feel like one, a lot of the players will probably be able to play it and then kind of see how it is and then eventually just kind of stop playing, but also the fact that they're probably going to be more focused on some of the other characters that are going to be coming in. Who knows though? I mean, depending on what characters we're going to see in the fourth film, it could be one of those things where it does bring players back into Sonic Adventure 2 because it may have some of the players in that game itself. But overall, I think the hype for Sonic Adventure 2, as much as I love that game, probably will be at its peak because of the third film. But if it does go back, you know what I mean? Because I believe the year that they're going to be releasing Sonic the Hedgehog 4 will be in 2027. So about 2 years from now, there is a possibility that some of the younger kids now will be a little bit older and be able to play Sonic Adventure 2 and kind of see what the game is like for themselves and be able to be a little bit more mature to be able to actually play it and kind of see how it is, as opposed to just being like a little bit too young to play. So I think this is awesome. I think this is really cool to see, and I just love it. I love hearing this because of the fact that I like Sonic so much, and I think it's so cool that we're being able to see some of the older games be brought back, and some of the younger generations, as well as I'm sure older fans going back and being able to play it, which is really cool in my opinion. So those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you guys think this is good news that this game was able to get a little bit of a boost? And I'm hoping really that if it is one of those things where if they do kind of see that this game is able to do well after 20 years, that who knows, maybe they'll be able to actually come out with like a Sonic Adventure 3 if they could. I think that would be really smart of Sega if they decided to go that route, especially because of the hype surrounding Sonic, and I feel like they really could capitalize on that if they wanted to. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comment section. If you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys have been watching this long, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And yeah, until next time, Harmonic out. Peace.